You say copy.
Copy.
Got it.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome.
Jesus Christ.
Please welcome Scott Swiftwater, Tony, Rob, aka Wide Gold. Where am I getting a feedback from? Jared Wheeler and your host, Tim Grimes. What's going on, guys?
Ooh, I just had a big old sneeze. I know that.
What? A big old
just
sneeze.
had a big old sneeze.
Oh, you act like you're getting cold. Yeah.
It's still cool. It's just rainy now, but it ain't as cold as what it was.
No, it's cold. It's cold. It's just cold everywhere, I think. I think it's everybody's freezing right now. That's what it seems like, right? Cold.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not too bad, though.
No?
Everything's coming out of California.
It should be warm if it's coming out of California. Right?
41 right now. And tomorrow will be 50 and 45 and then 45. So
see, that's moderate. I accept that. Nothing wrong.
Or at least freezing.
Upper 40s is good.
That's because you're in the cold weather.
Right. Lower 50s is fine. Or that's even better yet. Get some
we don't live in that kind of stuff, so it sucks for over here.
I know, but it's right now it's 12 degrees and clear. Yay. Yay, 12. That's cold.
Yeah.
Remember them days, Scott?
Screws you from getting out, though.
You don't want to go out because it's too cold. You just want to sit inside and look out the window. You know? That is.
Well, if you're moving a bunch of rocks and sand, it's 50 degrees, 60 degrees, perfect weather.
Probably. Now, wait, did you go to your claim?
Yeah.
I know you said you was gonna.
Yeah.
Did you move any dirt?
No.
No. What'd you do?
I was going to go down there and put that bottom chute back on the classifier and everything and get stuff ready, but me and Lisa couldn't find the dang thing. And it's not back here in the barn, so we don't know where it is. And Rob, he don't remember where it's at either. I don't know. Maybe somebody took it and started using it for a target, I guess. I don't know.
Did you leave it down there?
I thought we did. I mean, why the heck would we bring it back? Never bring it back.
That was the only piece missing?
Yeah. Yeah, my bucket was still there. Classifier is still there. Hat was still in the bucket. Both big classifiers are still sitting there.
Ah.
All my buckets, they're still sitting there.
That's weird.
Did you check every location?
Well, we never had it over at the other hole.
Yeah, we had the classifier over at the other hole.
Yeah, but that's the one that had the bucket feet on it.
No, the one, not the small one, the big one, the one that we got when we took that trip that one day over to Wickenburg.
Oh no, that's the other classifier, the white piece of metal. You know, when we classified it, it took the classified stuff and dumped it in the bucket. That piece of metal.
Yeah.
We took.
Well, just find you one of them water heaters and just cut the metal out, and there you go.
Yeah, but heck, we had it. It was already pre-shaped and had its screw holes already in it and everything. Yeah, and the screws. We put the screws back in the metal and left it sitting there. I don't know where it went.
Somebody must have needed it for something, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Start practicing, I guess.
Putting a blew away, right? Too heavy?
No.
It took a heck of a wind to get that thing going.
Okay, so that somebody obviously needed it. Yeah,
Right.
they did.
So not only now we're searching for gold, we're searching for classifier pieces.
Yeah. You didn't have it chained to nothing. They took it. And it's like,
I'm sitting here thinking back. We didn't bring it back here at the house. We didn't. There wouldn't be no cause for it. So
yeah,
it was
besides
using it. Yeah. So it was left down there for a reason somehow, some way.
Yeah, and it wasn't chained up. So
there ain't nothing chained up down there.
Yeah. That
There ain't nothing to chain it to,
they only needed that one piece.
right? Well, that's why I said this year there's a lot more people riding down through there. So that's why I was gonna, like, this year when I start getting going, I'm just gonna classify a big pile, and then I'll take my classifier down there on the weekend and run it. Didn't have one clean out bucket, instead of doing the gold cube every night, just accumulating a lot of damn sand and all this stuff. Just run it, have one bucket to run for the whole week instead of several.
Am I getting feedback? Do you hear the feedback?
I'm not hearing any feedback.
Yeah, I'm hearing feedback.
Check. Didn't hear it that time.
No.
Interesting.
Maybe it's just on your end.
No,
I hear it, and I've been on mute most of the time, so I know it's not me.
See? It's not on my end. It's never on my end.
Right.
And Rich isn't here to blame, so
Headphones.
I got a snowball, so I know it's not working.
Yeah, but it's this. If I put my headphone over my microphone, maybe I'd get feedback. But other than that, no feedback. Zero, zilch, nada. And so what's been happening though, other than trying to stay warm? Anybody?
Nothing on this end, that's for
Nothing?
sure. It's just been kind of droll.
Yeah, winter time. It's winter time, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's just winter time. But at least you and Rob are in the warmer climates.
Yeah, I guess.
I know Rob's been getting a lot of rain, so he hasn't been able to detect, right, Rob? Any hits on that diamond ring? Yeah, any takers?
Well, it's something that Jaren and I discussed, and hope to continue to discuss that with you. So.
Okay. Because
we need you to take care of some things for us.
Okay.
An official page, etc.
Okay. You guys will have
on the official page.
You guys have to tell me after the show what you need. And it shall be done.
I thought we talked. Well, that was right. That's probably it was at the after party or something.
Might have been, yeah. After.
The after party to the
after. Yeah. So Scott, let's jump right to it. What's them gold prices like this week?
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Even though it's cold.
Yeah. Well, everything was down, everything like that. All that was in the green. So of course, gold went down. $2.40 dropped down to 2027, which is still good, still over 2000.
Right.
We got silver coming in at 2260. That actually dropped 0.9, it says, but it's dropped a lot more than that because it was 23 something last week. Platinum stayed unch at $909. Palladium dropped $4 at $968. Believe it or not, rhodium actually had a $100 jump up and went to $5,050. Yeah. 5,000. Ooh, that's expensive.
I know what.
Wish I knew what rhodium looked like.
It did look like. And Jaren, what was that Bitcoin? Was it like crazy or not crazy?
It's just kind of range bound, sitting holding above 40K at 41,455.
Okay.
But yeah, speaking of the stock markets, though, the S&P made new all-time highs.
Really? Wonder why.
Man, it would have been a good day to scalp on Friday. I'm telling you that.
Was it Friday? Was its all-time high?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Friday?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Every tick was $25. Man, it could have been thousands.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I know.
Famous last words, right? Dang. That's all you got to say. Dang. Missed it.
I just go, another one.
That's it. Dang.
Another one.
Another opportunity I missed. Dang.
That's exactly right.
Dang nabbit. It's ridiculous when you miss them perfect opportunities. And
yeah.
Speaking of opportunities, let's take this opportunity to say hi to our chat. We got
Heck yeah.
Hunt. We got Indiana Gold Getter Scotty. We got Smokey in the house.
Okay.
We got Terry Curry, David Alfonsetti. Well, I don't know why I can't ever say that. David Alfonsetti, Charles Hanson. I think I already said that. Terry, I think I'm already going over some of them, but Ken Dursler. We got Heath Doty, Bigfoot Prospecting Matt. Let's see who else we got here. Charles Hanson, GoPro Unlimited Jeff.
And those are on the GPS chat room or YouTube chat?
YouTube side, Mike
YouTube.
G. Ogre's in there.
Dang. Well, howdy, fellers. Over there in big YouTube land.
In the big YouTube
And the
land.
big rock candy mountains.
That's a funny song. I still.
That's just a good song. I wonder how many people on here know the big rock candy mountains.
There should be a couple of them in there.
There'd be
Probably.
quite a few of them on here that know it.
Can't ever guarantee those things.
No,
But,
but I bet you it was on their playlist when they were kids. Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, because we all jammed out to hobo songs back when we were kids.
Because when you be a hobo, when you have your little rucksack on the end of a stick,
Yeah, little stick on my shoulder. Let's go.
stick with your bandana tied up with your Vienna sausages in it.
You just got to ask yourself, was that real? I don't know. I guess it could be they didn't own that much in the first place.
Right.
So yeah,
Everything they own, they could carry in that little bandana on the end of a stick. That was all you needed.
And there was a heck of a lot of supplies of red bandanas back in the day.
There
Too, I guess.
was. Red bandanas must have been very popular. Or maybe that was the only color they made back in the day.
Well, red and blue, I think.
Yeah, but they always had red bandanas.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Red
They did.
band.
To make one of them.
They had coffee in a cup, and they had a coffee, a cup, and a mug in here, or a kettle.
That was it. That was
Probably so.
probably it. And some bologna.
I don't know about that.
A slice of bologna.
Yeah, that probably spoiled about an hour.
Yeah. Maybe a hunk of cheese.
I'd say they probably had some jerky, but I would
Crackers.
Yeah.
Maybe crackers. Right?
Oh, hardtack for sure.
Oh, there you go. That they might have had. Say. Yeah, think.
That is possible.
Back in the day.
I think hobos would necessarily carry flour, salt, sugar, and beans.
Okay, I think they always carried beans, didn't they? Beans, a spoon.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I guess that song you guys were playing is a real place. Matt says Big Rock Candy Mountain is in Utah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, but I don't think it's the same one as in the song.
They got cigarette trees.
Got whiskey lakes. You can ride around in a big canoe.
In the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Yeah. The dogs all have rubber teeth.
Yeah. Bulls all got wooden legs.
That's just a classic. Jaren's
was just
singing that at work this week.
I was
No.
just looking for something and I can't find anything on it.
On what?
I was looking for the gold mining hobo.
And who might that?
I don't know. I was just seeing if there's anything about it. And there's a hobo gold mine near Hot Springs, California, near Miracle Hawk Springs.
Oh.
Hobo mine, Western mining history.
I seen a video of hobo panning for gold in Alaska.
Hey, it's an income. Right?
And his name is Hobo Shoestrings.
Hobo shoestrings.
In other words, he ain't got none.
That's a heck of a screen name. Hobo shoestring. Dang. Wow.
Glad I got her Swiftwater taken care of then.
Huh?
I said, I'm glad I got Swiftwater then. Hobo shoestring.
You could have been Scott Shoestrings.
Yeah, I don't think so. It didn't have the same ring to it, I don't think.
No, it's close, but not quite the same. What about Rob? Maybe Rob should be Rob, aka Shoestrings. Bootlaces.
Well, I did spend some time hopping freight.
Well, see,
my
there you
youth.
go. What was your hobo name?
The weasel.
Okay, that could work. Now, did you have one of them fancy red bandana sacks on the end of a stick?
No,
Ah, dang it. Thought you might
but
have.
that was the logo that my friend made up one day with a weasel with the stick and the bandana.
There you go. That's you all day long. and you would hop freight cars. You should do that to get down to Arizona with Scott. Can you do that?
Not these day and ages.
No.
We've got a few tracks around here, but they're not where you think they would be at.
No.
No.
So Rob couldn't catch a westbound train.
I don't think to Arizona. I don't think so, because if he's doing
The
something
chances of
westbound,
getting pulled off by Border Patrol is very high.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sure. Yeah. Guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot all about that. The old Border Patrol. Probably snatch you up and be like, okay.
well,
Yeah.
heck, Rob was a suspect already.
Yeah. Interesting. Think of that. Huh.
I just yell U.S. citizen on the way by.
Any word on the donkey races for Black Canyon City?
Oh,
I haven't heard anything about him.
is it coming up to that time of year, Rob?
Yeah, it's almost that time of year.
Is it
Because
really?
last year it was canceled because of the flooding.
Well, Scott, you didn't hear nothing last time, did you? And you said it's right there in your town, and they don't
It's
even
like-
signs posted.
It's 2 miles down the road here.
So, how did Shed and Kathleen find out about it?
They probably looked it up.
Okay, I was looking up donkey races, donkey derby.
That's what it was called, the Donkey Derby.
It was the donkey derby, wasn't it?
Right. I don't know if I can find it real quick or not.
Okay. See if you can find the donkey derby.
Black Canyon Donkey Derby.
There we go.
And they've got it a 2024 sign-up sheet already.
So it must be getting close.
3-mile course, the fun run costs $65. 6-mile course, $65, and a 9-mile course, $65.
Okay.
They are not giving me a date though. What is going on? Oh wait. Oh, we got a while. It says it'll be Saturday, March 9th.
How about 2 months?
Yeah.
So that's not too long. Will you
No.
going to try to attend this year, Scott, just to go see what it's all about?
Man, I don't
It's
know.
right down the street, you said.
It's just where they stage up though. It's not like it's a I'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
like
just go down and check it out, see what it's all about. might be a laugh. Yeah.
Checks, disqualifications.
Okay. It's probably either going to be on Facebook or some poster and showings.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never see a video of it or anything like that, but I mean, unless you're actually walking a donkey, you're not going to be able to see too many of them. But I think, let's see, I know where they're staging up as, and I don't know if they're going to go down the Black Canyon City Trail. See, if that's one thing, if they went down the Black Canyon City Trail, I could just go to the backside of my claim and watch them all come down the old donkey trail wall.
Right.
And then I could get some cool videos of that. But I don't know if they go that way or if they head towards the what we call the shit. What is it called? it's where this trail starts. Oh, Trailhead, Black Canyon City Trailhead for the Black Canyon City Trail.
Right.
I don't know if they go down there or not, but
Well, you should
we'll
go
see.
down to the staging area. That'd be a good opportunity to talk to some people.
Well, it's a big farm, and yeah, I mean,
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's a big ranch, I should say.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
But you could go down there and say, "I'm Scott Swiftwater Tony with Prospectors Radio."
oh, I reckon I know enough people that they'll know who I am.
Yeah, see, go down and do that. You get an interview, get us some video interview footage.
It says dry camping is available. Camping's $10 a spot. 14 stalls are available for rent. $15 a night. You clean your own stall.
Okay. 24 donkey race, donkey derby.
Right. Stalls are first come, first serve. Contact Jackie Greer. You can also bring your own corral panels. Bermuda and alfalfa bales will be for sale if needed. Man, they're expensive here, boys. Woo!
What is it?
You think? I'll tell you what. You think these guys trying to run weed back and forth across America? You think they're making all the money? Just start hauling hay out here.
Why is hay is expensive?
Freaking $24 a bale.
Wow.
I've
Okay.
seen them as high as 8.
Okay, why is hay so expensive?
Because there's nowhere to grow hay here.
Well, but you guys.
Be trucked in, and the price of fuel's gone up.
Oh, that's right. Price of fuel. I always forget. Fuel determines everything.
I mean, they probably got some hay fields up in northern Arizona, but they don't have that much that you can go out and just freaking, bale it like you guys got hay fields back there.
Right.
That you can just bale it. But yeah, it's like $24 a freaking bale.
Wow.
I'm like, man, that is, imagine a truck if you got $24 a bale and you could actually get $250 or 250 bales on a truck.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty penny, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
It would be.
What are you running back and forth? Hay.
Hey.
I'm a hay runner.
I'm moving some hay.
Yeah.
That's right.
The cops be like, we heard you were trucking grass. You got a whole truck full of it. Look at it. Hey.
Wait, man. Interesting. What that's keep going for down here.
I remember $4 a bale back when
back in the day it used to be. Sure.
Man, it ain't that no more here. Good gracious.
I think it's still probably around $10 a bale here.
Yeah, I think it was because I helped unloaded 2 semi truckloads, and I think he said he was paying like $2 a bale or something like that. But that was way back in the late 90s.
Sure. Yeah. Crazy. It's just crazy. Everybody wants to see Swifty racing a donkey, but Scott will never.
You guys, it's not like you're riding the donkey. You walk
walking the donkey. It should be riding him. Should be race him. Not a walking race.
Well, he's got Tito's and what was the other one again? I can't remember.
Tito's and crack.
Crack?
No, I said crap. Tito and shoot, I can't remember. Tito and Tito and what's the other donkey's name? Tito and what? She probably thinks I'm talking to you guys, so
probably.
Yes, dear. What's Holly's donkey's name? Tito and nobody likes that donkey anyway.
It's that donkey.
Norman. There you go, Norman.
Norman.
Okay.
Yeah. Tito and Norman.
That donkey, the one nobody loves.
See, I believe it or not, I just looked up Indiana hay prices, and it says 6,000 bales, small square bales of wheat hay, I guess, hay and straw, $5.50 a bale.
Wow.
I mean, good gracious. Here's 1,000 bales, small squares of grass, hay bales, $6.50 a bale. See, man, if you just went and got a truckload and brought it back, you'd be making a heck of a ton of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It
Yeah,
is?
it's 24. They get $24 a bale here.
Wow.
And that's what I said. I was like, gosh, dang. Because
So,
a horse is going to eat it. If you put it in there, it's going to eat it.
so if you sold it for $20 a bale, you'd still be making a big money.
Oh, I'd be smoking.
Dang.
I'd be pocketing the cash.
Pockets of cash. Man. Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, just like take what's the closest place to us? Maybe, I guess New Mexico would probably have some hay fields. If not, Oklahoma dang sure would.
Yeah.
And that's not very far to drive.
Utah.
Yeah, 12, 13 hours, pop over, grab a big, as much as you can carry, tie it down, pop back in the same day. Well, this next day, I guess, but
Yeah. Well, you'd think that's what they'd all be doing then.
well, you would think that, but you don't see it.
And if they got a bunch of livestock and need a lot of hay, think they'd just be
Mhm.
going to the next state, getting it where it's cheaper.
I'd be getting it by the semi load if I could.
Right. Or just take your horse trailers and fill them up with hay, bring them back.
Mhm.
All right.
Heck, even for $15 a bale, man, you'd still be
Or
making.
you still save money.
Yeah, you still making pretty darn good money.
Yeah. Or even if you're just using this to feed your own livestock, if you're saving.
That too, but
Yeah, that's for
yeah.
sure. You would be saving. Saving. I know you two fellas got some stories for us tonight. I always
I
like
don't know what you're talking about, Sonny.
I always like some stories.
Your story, all right.
Who's going first? You, Scott, or Rob?
Oh, I'm a closer.
Okay, Rob, that means you're and do you have a slideshow, Rob? Yes, you do. Hold on. There you go. Oh, it looks like a hole in the pipe.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks to Jaron for sending this to me. Rare coins, part of Roman emperor's ancient aqueduct unearthed in Greece.
Yeah, so it is a pipe.
Yeah. Greek archaeologists recently uncovered a trove of ancient artifacts while exploring the lost city of Tenia, which legend suggests was built some 3,000 years ago by the Trojan prisoners of war.
Okay.
More than 24 silver coins and remnants of an important primal aqueduct were among the discoveries shed light on the settlements and infrastructure during some of the earliest parts of the common area.
Yeah, but what's the pipe for?
That's an aqueduct. That's to move water.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I see what you're saying now. I got you.
Yeah. Discoveries in Corinth, a city in south central Greece that draws tourists to see the preserved medieval structures, were made in October by a team headed by the archaeologists. Section of the aqueduct thought to have been built by Roman Emperor Hadrian to supply water to Corinth from the ancient Tenia, was among the project's most notable archaeological finds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they didn't have pipes back then, did they?
Aqueducts.
Well, I guess they could have been made out of clay.
Yeah, they have ways to utilizing clay and even rocks too.
Sure.
And yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull up the picture of the coins.
Oh, suckers out.
There you go.
And they're silver, right?
Yes, these are silver.
You ever notice like those old coins like you're looking at right now? You ever notice that they're never printed in the middle?
They're definitely, they're always offset.
And there's a reason why. Usually when there's a guy sitting there with the hammer,
Right.
He's like a 10-foot pole. He's swinging that thing, and it's always never going to be centered. It's always going to be offset.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, they didn't have the technology like we do today with hydraulic presses and just pressing and pounding to create our coins. That was their hydraulic pressing system back then, using good old muscle power.
Those are all silver coins, though, right?
Yes, these are all silver coins.
What do they call it? Ingots, right?
Hell, no.
No, they were just like your normal coins, like
Just a coin.
cent, nickels, dimes, dollars.
Yeah.
What the hell's an ingot?
It's square. Ain't an ingot square?
It could be square. It could be. It's usually rectangular.
Right. That would be an ingot.
I
A
thought
lot
that.
of times
I thought
can make-
ingots was Greek.
Now, they give any idea what the value is on them, Rob?
No, because they're looking at it as more of a historical find than a
sure.
monetary find. But
I bet they are.
Sure.
they're looking between 2600 BC, 2600 and 2300 BC, and some of the other coins that were found to be between 750 to 30 BC.
Huh.
You know why they
29
give you that historical stuff, don't you, Tim?
That what?
You know you know why they get that? Oh, it's historical. It's so important. That's that way they can take them.
Oh, sure. We need them for the museum, the archives, because
Exactly.
historical. Yeah. Yeah. Onto their tricks.
Historical.
Those
There,
are
I'll
pretty
give you.
nice coins, though, actually.
Yeah. Printed pretty good.
I know who that is.
I had to fix the thing so you guys can see it much better.
That's DB Cooper.
Yes. Apparently, this came into the news here recently. A new clue on DB Cooper's tie has blown the 52-year-old case wide open.
Oh boy. Off of a tie.
Up, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Up the tie.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Fill us in.
Yeah. Okay. So you wouldn't jump out of an airplane wearing a tie. So naturally, the most famous skyjacker ever, never to be found, took his tie off that Thanksgiving evening flight, and he left it there on the seat. Some amateur sleuths who made it their mission to solve the enduring Cooper mystery thinks the infamous tie yields enough clues to finally reveal the skyjacker's true identity.
Okay.
Well, you gotta think. Back in 1971, they didn't really have DNA,
No.
right?
Right.
And now today, they're solving cold case murders from taking old samples that they've been able to identify through genealogy.
Right.
Yeah,
So I think this is probably where it's going. I didn't read the story, so we're
okay. I was just thinking for DNA to work though, you have to have the DNA from him to match it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Euless, who is a DB Cooper sleuth, has been fighting to free DB Cooper's tie from the FBI's hold. He even sued the government for access and saying that 100,000 particles left behind on the clip-on fashion tie that DB Cooper wore in his infamous photo or mugshot there, which was purchased for $1.49 from a J.C. Penney's around Christmas back in 1964.
Really interesting.
So this gentleman he thinks that he can be able to extract some sort of chondriatical DNA off of it that maybe pinpoint a family history of that. When it comes to this DNA, I'm not very good. My dad does. He's a forensic scientist. But anyways, this guy thinks that if he can get that tie, he's going to be able to blow the case wide open as soon as he starts testing it.
Really?
Yes.
So why don't the FBI test it?
Because at this point in time, it's a closed case.
Yeah.
It's still open, but it's to them, it's closed, and they're never going to be able to solve it.
I could throw a bone in the wheel. The FBI won't solve it because it was the FBI that took the money.
The FBI was DB Cooper.
That's right. It was DB Cooper. Well, you got to think about it. Man jumps out of a freaking jet plane. So come on, that's Black Ops if I ever heard it.
He was trained, yes.
Yes, he was.
He actually even looks like a FBI agent from that era, don't he?
Well, a lot of business guys looked like that back then.
Yeah.
You just never knew if it was G-Man or not.
There was only 4 haircuts.
As soon as they put that glasses on, you knew it was G-Man.
You're right. Like I said, there's only 4 haircuts back then, so yeah, you could figure
and 2 style of suits.
Yeah, dark and black.
Yeah. Brown and black, I think it was. That's it. Yep. He could be.
I bet the 70s was hard for FBI guys.
Sure. I mean, he could be MIB also.
I mean, can you imagine trying to track a guy or trail a guy in corduroy? I think it's a dead giveaway. Oh boy, look at that.
What's that a picture of, Rob?
Oh, that is a picture of the town of Sierra Gordo in California.
Sierra Gordo?
Yes.
Wow.
What's going
Crazy.
on?
You can see all the snow and everything right, and then there's nothing right there in the town.
What's going on in Sierra Gordo?
Well, this is a ghost town.
Oh.
Right. And actually, let me go ahead and pop up another picture. There we go.
Sierra Gordo.
Yeah, this is a photo back in 1965 from a magazine, but the photo's probably a lot older than that.
Yeah, look
I read. Yes, look at that. Yeah, Sierra Gordo is a lead and silver mining town, and the gentleman Lambert Florin, he's very well known for writing ghost town books. And I've always had the love of ghost towns since I was a kid. And I would always find these books in the libraries. But this is actually out of a April edition of Desert Magazine in 1965.
Okay.
Almost at the very foot of the towering Mount Whitney lies Owens Valley. Now, mostly a blazing white expanse of salt deposits, which Scott was saying, look, there's nothing there. See the snow-capped mountains. That's Owens Valley, which has Lake Owens, the dry lake bed.
Okay.
Perched 9,000 feet high in the eastern barrier is the ghost town of Sierra Gordo, the fat hill of Mexican miners. For a couple of years after good deposits of lead and silver have been discovered at the lofty site, too much mania caused nothing much to happen, or mana, M-A-N-A-N-A, manana, which I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody who speaks Spanish does.
Mañana, tomorrow.
No.
Maybe it might be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What's funny? What's funny? Lead is $2,075 per ton right now. It couldn't have paid that good back in the day.
No, it couldn't have.
No. But then Mortimer Belshaw took over and the camp boomed. So basically, I think it wasn't producing like it should or something. I don't know. Maybe just they weren't really into it.
Right.
Belshaw had good engineering background and knew how to get the heavy machinery to the location, even though block and tackle were necessary to hoist it up there. Going from the valley 9,000 feet up, it's pretty high up in the mountain. At the same time, a road was built, a narrow twisting trail made up of sudden switchbacks climbing 5,000 feet in less than 8 miles. A long mule trains hauled supplies up and down. Trips were prearranged so that no one would not meet another. So basically, they wouldn't come across each other at the same time, causing, it's a small road.
Right.
And years later, an aerial tramway was built to the mines to transport ore in large buckets along cables, which hung like spider webs between crags. By the end of 1868, Belshaw shipping silver lead bars at a fantastic rate. Bars were shaped like long loaves of bread, each weighing 85 pounds.
He ain't stealing those quick.
No. After arrival at the bottom of the grades, the bars were unloaded and transported to Cartago aboard the Bessie Bradley, one of two stern ships plying the Owens Lake.
You said they moved them down the hill by the same lines that they drug stuff up with, or
no? They moved they built tramways by then, and they were moving the ore down. There, they loaded onto the wagons for a trip across the Mojave Desert and over to the Chiapas to San Pedro. Last stage was the ocean voyage to San Francisco, where in specially designed and built refineries, silver was separated from the lead and sent to the mint. Lead went to shot towers. Cerro Gordo was famed for more than her silver. The red light section infiltrated every part of town. The most imposing bordello was grandly titled Waterfall, Gilded House of Pleasures. It still stands, the two-story structure left of upper center in the photo. Okay. Now, this was, like I said, probably taken back in 1965 or 64.
Sure.
Those buildings are big.
The bordello back then.
And the town's still standing.
Yes. The two best years for Cerro Gordo was 1874 and 1875. In 1874 alone, the camp shipped some $2 million in silver lead bullion. And at the end of 75, the treasure showed signs of giving out. In December 76, Belshaw shut down part of its operations. And shortly after that, when a bad fire destroyed the essential buildings, got out entirely. Now, several companies have tried to bring the town back to life and the mining back to life, and it couldn't happen.
Be cool to bring the town back at least.
It's historical now, Tim.
Oh, dang, I keep
but the raw material simply wasn't there anymore, or at least it wasn't in former abundance. And the camp died in 1915.
Okay.
Cerro Gordo is a true ghost town. Only a caretaker and his wife live in there. The unimproved road is negotiable by experienced mountain drivers, but definitely not a boulevard for the timid.
Can you imagine just pulling up in one of the towns and go, well, this is where I live now. I'm good.
Right? I'm the caretaker and I live in this whole town.
Well, I mean, the caretaker's like, hey, you can't do that. Well, there ain't nobody living here. I'm living here now. What are you going to trespass me?
Dang. I mean, that's how they reclaim the town. People come and live there.
So there was always been a caretaker at the site since. And in 2018, a gentleman by the name of Brent Underwood submitted his winnings of a $1.4 million bid to buy the town site, which includes 336 acres.
Okay.
So he's once COVID hit, he moved there and he wanted to revive the town to open up the hotel, which sadly it burnt down. But he's in the works of rebuilding a new motel or hotel and bring tourism back to the town.
Right.
See, that'd be pretty freaking cool.
It would be. Now, see, that's what I mean. That's what they should do.
I mean, if you had somebody like
Hoist too.
Yeah. If you had somebody like, like say Rob, he's reading the story. Now, if you went and did all your research and you knew all about the town and people used to live there, you could, do a tour and say, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Would be cool. Look at that place.
It's big.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. That the buildings
This
are
is
big.
one. Yeah, this is one of the towns that I want to visit
See
the most. It's on my bucket list.
It looks cool there.
You know, Cerro Gordo, Tombstone, and the third one,
Here.
Gold Point, Nevada. Those are the
Heck,
three.
I haven't even seen Tombstone, and I live here.
Right? That's bad. That's just bad. Yeah.
Maybe me and Lisa will have to put that on our repertoire of
You
things.
should. If you live there, you should see it. Right?
Well, that's what they said about the Grand Canyon too, but I ain't been there neither.
I've been to Virginia City, and I had to be the touristy guy to go down into the tunnel and the mines and stuff like that they offer there. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It's history.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Tombstone's ones I want on my bucket list too.
That's what it'd be. Yeah, but like Tombstone, there's people that could walk you around and could actually tell you about. I mean, everybody knows about Tombstone and the big gunfight and yada yada yada, but that's not the real Tombstone, if you know what I mean. You know, there was more to it than just that.
Yeah, it was a silver mining town.
Yeah,
and a lot of I can't remember the fellow's name, but they all told him, you go out there, you're gonna find nothing but a tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be 6 feet under because of this Indian territory back then, and that's what he named his first mine, Tombstone.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tombstone, and I'd like to see that one gold town. You feed the damn donkeys, Oatman. I'd like to see Oatman too.
That one with the sliding jail.
I think it's got some kind of jail in it, but that's the donkeys follow you down the road trying to get you to give them carrots and stuff.
Or how far is Oatman?
Bisbee or Oatman?
We should go to Bisbee too. That's my town.
She says
So
Bisbee.
he says the guy that's running that is he burnt down the hotel.
He burn it down?
Yeah.
Well,
under his watch or whatever.
There's probably electrical fire or something that I don't know.
Sounds like a little insurance fraud to me. we'll just accidentally drop this match in this 200-year-old house.
It was historical wood. It's worth more.
Yeah, it was historical, all right.
And Brad says he just installed Wi-Fi 900 foot down in the Union mine, released the video today. So apparently the information was released today.
I watched the video today.
Wait, why did you install Wi-Fi 900 feet down in a mine?
Well, where he's stationed at his Wi-Fi base down that far deep, he wants to explore further down, but he can't. He has to clear out the area, and he wants to make it his base camp, so he doesn't have to keep going up and down the hoist every day. He can stay down there for a few days, do live streaming and stuff like that.
And who is this guy?
It's Brett Underwood.
Brett, yeah.
Underwood.
And he has a YouTube channel called Ghost Town Livings. Jaron had posted a link in the GPS chat.
What does that name?
I didn't. I think that was Smokey.
Or Smokey. Yeah. Thanks, Smokey.
That name sounds familiar for some reason. Brett Underwood.
Ghost Town Living.
And I'd love to have him come on the show and tell us more about his town, because it is an old historic part of the mining.
Yeah.
And apparently there's still gold. There's gold there. It's just sitting on the surface.
Sitting on the surface.
Yeah, they didn't, when they were mining certain part of that area, they came across some material that contains gold, but they weren't looking for it at the time. So they just all threw it aside, and they were just after the galena.
Yeah.
I thought it was a guy that I had on my Facebook, but I'm looking right now. I don't see a Brett Underwood, but that name sounds really in conversation with somebody else. That name just is ringing my bell right now for some reason.
Ringing your bell?
Yeah, like you've heard that name and or talked about it.
Right.
And I don't know why.
So
that's kind of fishy, but yeah. Maybe it'll come to me later or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it's truly amazing where he's at. That far up in the mountains. No cell tower in sight. But yeah, he can get, I think they have a cell tower somewhere down below. But he's able to get internet that high up from bouncing a signal off an antenna to the little town he lives there, and then it's bouncing off to Lone Pine, just north of there.
Well, the mountains are high enough you could put your own antenna up if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Interesting.
You know, another fellow who bought a ghost town, which is they do sell them on the market.
Yeah.
And bought
Cleater.
it yeah. One was
Cleater's a good example.
Yeah. Somebody just bought it for what? $1.5 million. Like that.
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah.
Yeah. This one fella, he bought the town of Gold Point. Well, he started buying up lots. He didn't buy the town. He was buying lots up. And he wanted to restore the town to bring it as a tourist mecca. This was back in the early 80s. And to this day, they still have events where you can go out there and hot chili cookouts and motorcycles and stuff like that. But it's an old an old mining town.
Wow.
Horn silver is what they mined there.
Pretty cool.
Horn silver. So that's what they called lead and silver together. Horn silver.
Well, that's a different one, I think.
Oh.
Lead and silver is galena. Horn silver is a different form of mineralization. I can't remember exactly.
So lead and silver together, that's what they call galena.
Lead and silver is galena.
I thought that galena was a rock.
It is.
With lead and silver.
Well,
You crush it up and you extract you make it into a lead crisp deal, and then you burn off the lead and you get the silver out of it.
Galena.
But you're going to it's going to require tons of it to get silver.
Wow.
That's it. I would say maybe 70 lead, 30 silver percent, right?
I don't know.
But heck, if you got all that lead, you might as well sell it.
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be my luck. I'd find lead with gold.
Sure.
Oh, we know that's easy to get separated.
Start separate. Sure.
Right? I guess if you melted it, it'd be pretty, because lead melts pretty
Fast.
quick.
Yeah. Lead melts quick. It's got a low melt. Real low. Right?
I mean, I got tons of fishing weights that I've gotten from the beach.
Yeah, they'll melt so quick and easy. It's like
You know,
you could
I
probably
don't
put
mind
them on
melting.
a stove.
You think?
You might be able to melt lead on a stove, I swear.
It says 621 Fahrenheit.
Is it 621?
Yeah, it's a little bit of better. It's a bit over 400 on my stove, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, I say a good gas stove get you some heat. It's
lead with gold is called electrum.
called electrum.
Yeah. Okay, Smokey. He said he found it before.
Electrum?
Yeah.
That would be interesting to find. Electrum.
Yeah. Can you imagine, though?
Lead with
Would
gold.
you even know what you were looking at, though? That's the big thing.
Probably
That's
not.
like silver. Silver doesn't look silver in
Silver
its
don't
coat.
look silver.
No, not even close. Looks like gray mud. The last time I seen any of it, or a gray clay.
I'm sure the only reason they named it silver is because it sounded better. They couldn't name it gray mud because that is what it looks like.
Well, I mean, when it's processed, when you melt it down and everything, then it turns to the shininess.
But gold is gold when it comes out of the ground.
Oh, gold's gold. I don't care.
Say?
It don't matter.
So they should name it accordingly to what it looks like when you find it.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be easier that way, wouldn't it?
It would be easier.
Yeah.
I'm looking for gray mud.
That's gold spar.
It's
there,
called
you know.
silver.
I think
Right?
the first show I believe I ever seen silver melted down was on Gold Fever. And I think Tom Massey took his daughter Kia into an old silver mine, and they found
Gray
where
mud.
they were digging it, and they actually ping, 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 and they took some of it out. And it didn't, like I said, it looked like you'd walk right by it, wouldn't even know it was silver. But when they melted it down, put it in a bar, oh, that's silver. You can
So
tell it right out of the bat.
Is platinum colored?
That I couldn't tell you.
I can't remember, but you can find platinum nuggets in placer mining.
What color are they?
I think it's like a grayish.
Mm.
Oh,
I
okay, that,
remember
that could make sense.
Yeah, we'd think it's lead.
Right, that probably looks leadish colored.
yeah.
Interesting, though.
Or you'd be like this guy and think it's lead and throw it away and find out it's a meteorite later.
Meteorite.
Oh,
Meteorite should be like neon green or something.
well, so like I said, back when I was first come here to the Air Police Court site, and I was like, why would there be welder slag way out here? Just wing them out. Of course, you never tell anybody about it, and somebody's talking about it, and oh yeah, I find this welder slag. Well, let's go. That's meteorites. I'm like, good lord. I said, what? He goes, yeah, don't throw those away. I'm like, good gosh, you know how many of them things I've been throwing out? Did you go back and find them? I'm like, no. There's
Your first
cover so much ground.
It's in the middle of the desert.
Okay, so yeah, platinum is like a silvery gray.
Okay, so that could be a platinum-ishy color. See, it's named accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be named what color it is when you dig it up.
I can't believe platinum's at the price that it is, because it used to be freaking expensive. Like everybody, oh, I want a platinum ring with my diamond in it and all this crap. Now platinum's like, yeah, I don't think you want that. Yeah, you throw it away.
Well, it was what platinum was worth twice as much as gold back then.
Oh yeah.
Time.
Yeah, but now the need for platinum is diminishing because of
course, I remember when I was 20, 21, 22 years old, gold was $300 a freaking ounce too.
Stank ain't gonna make no more catalytic converters, so
yeah,
you don't have the huge demand for it no more, right?
Yeah, you got these idiots stealing them still out here. I'm like,
well, they'll steal them and sell them till they can't no more.
well, that's the thing. They're always trying to get the guys stealing them. You know what? If you go after the idiots that's buying them without taking their names and their ID number and all that, those are the guys that's keeping the market open. So go after the guys buying the crap.
Yeah. Just say we don't buy catalytic converters.
Yeah, you got an ID? Well, I'm not going to show you that. Well, get off there, beat it.
Buy your converter then. Sorry, buddy.
Heck, believe it or not, there's a place I can go down here in town. If you take aluminum cans, you got to show your ID.
Sure.
Freaking aluminum cans.
Yeah.
Well, the government don't want to make any free money. You know what I mean?
No. And if you got too much of anything, it seems like you got to have a letter of where you got it from and all this.
Yeah.
And that. It's like, what? I'm just trying to scrap some crap.
Yeah, I think the only thing you don't need an ID for nowadays, voting?
Probably.
There's a
tab.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Was it too soon?
No, not too soon. What? Is that the gold and the lead of Smokies?
I can't see it.
Wait. It's on the GPS.
You'll have to post a picture. I can't see it.
It's like lead with a gold tinge. It looks like gold with a lead hinge. Schminge. Wow. Jaren's posting it. Look at that. That's quick.
Well, that's freaking lead and gold.
That's interesting piece.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Of course, it would be in volcanic areas. That would be the last two things that would actually harden up.
That's actually a real nice piece. Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's very nice.
How much you want for that piece of Scottish nugget?
Yes. Wow. That's a real nice piece. You can just send that right here.
I was going to say, did he find that where he's at now with Scotland?
I don't know. There's one river so far found silver. It's the same one I found the electrum. There now.
Cool.
I don't know. Interesting. Very cool though.
Yeah. I still like that picture of that ghost town. I just can't believe you can see all the snow and the snow down in the bottoms, and then right here on the hill, there's no snow at all.
They're on the sunny side.
I guess they are, because there's nothing there.
There's no snow there. That's why they built the town there. It's on the sunny side.
Yeah, don't go
build it on the other side, they'd be in snow.
Yeah, don't go across the valley, you freeze.
Right. They're like middle of Scotland. near the geographic center.
Interesting.
That makes sense. Does it make sense?
Well, he's talking about the center on the map, I guess.
In Scotland.
Geographic center of Scotland. Scotland.
Middle of Scotland.
Aye.
It's like Middle Earth. Now, Scott, you had something too you was going to read, right?
I got a little something for you.
Well, you hear a little something. I like hearing stories.
Yeah, I guess this is called the story of. Oh, I can't tell you that girl's name. This is called Brief History of Gold.
Brief history.
A brief history of gold. Anyway, it says we'll start out because it actually goes. It says brief history of gold. Why or who discovered gold, and where does gold come from? So it's kind of all three in the same thing. So
okay.
It says a child finds a shiny rock at a creek thousands of years ago, and a human race is introduced to gold for the first time. Gold was first discovered as shiny yellow nuggets. Gold is where you find it, goes the saying. The gold was first discovered in its natural state in streams all over the world. No doubt it was the first metal known to early humanoids. It said gold, gold become a part of every human culture. Its brilliance, nature, beauty, and luster is a great malleability and resistance to tarnish made it enjoyable to work with and play with. Play with?
Wait,
I want to find somebody giving their kids gold nuggets to play with. That'd be exciting.
There, go throw these around the yard.
Yeah, all right.
We'll hit them with a stick.
And then it goes down. It says, where does gold come from? It says, because gold is dispersed widely throughout the geologic world, its discovery occurred in too many different groups, too many different locals. And nearly anyone who found it was impressed with it, and so was the developing culture in which they lived. Gold was the first metal widely known to our species. When thinking about the historical progress and the technology we've considered developing of iron and copper working as the greatest contributions to our species, economic and cultural progress. But gold came first. Gold is the easiest of these metals to work. It occurs in virtually pure and workable state, whereas most other materials tend to be found in ore bodies that possess some kind of difficulty in smelting. Gold's early uses were no doubt ornamental in its brilliance and performance. It neither corrodes or tarnishes, linked to the deities and the royalty in the early civilizations. Gold has always been powerful stuff. The earliest history of human interaction with gold and its long lust to us, but its association with the gods. With immortality, and the wealth itself of common to many different cultures throughout the world. Early civilizations equated gold with gods and rulers. And gold was also sought in their name and dedicated to their glorifications as well. Humans almost intuitively placed a high value on gold, put a high value on gold, equating it with power, beauty, and the cultural elite. And since gold was widely distributed throughout the globe, we find this same thinking about gold throughout the ancient and modern civilizations everywhere. Gold's beauty and power have always gone together. Gold in ancient times was made into shrines and idols. The golden calf, I don't know what that is. It says plates, cups, vases, and vessels of all kinds and of course jewelry and for personal adornment. And it shows a couple of gold coins, like pretty much like Rob's look like, just with the face on it. But they're not centered. One of them is, the other one's not that good. Anyway, it says the gold of Troy treasure hoard excavated in Turkey and dating to the era of 2450 to 26,000 BC or 2600 BC show the range of gold work from delicate jewelry to a gold gravy boat weighing a full Troy pound.
Wow.
Jesus. This was a time when gold was highly valued, but had not yet become money itself. Rather, it was owned by the powerful and well-connected, or made into objects of worship. and was used to decorate sacred locations. Gold has always had value to humans even before it was money. This is demonstrated by the extraordinary efforts made to obtain it. Prospecting for gold was a worldwide effort going back to thousands of years, even before the first money in the form of gold appeared about 700 BC. In the quest for gold by the what the heck is this? Phoenicians, Egyptians, Indians, and I knew it.
Say
Hittites, Hittites. Okay. Chinese and other prisoners of war were sent to work in the mines and were slaves and criminals. And this happened during the time when gold had no value as money, but was just considered as a desirable commodity in and of itself. The value of gold was accepted all over the world today as an ancient times and an intrinsic in its intrinsic appeal. Okay, there you go. Intrinsic, good job, good catch. Intrinsic appeal of gold itself that has universal appeal to humans. But how did gold come to be a commodity, a measurable unit of value? Gold measured out become money. Gold's beauty, scarcity, unique density. No other metal outside the platinum group, platinum group, is as heavy. And the ease in which it could be melted, formed, and measured made it a natural trading medium. Gold gave rise to the concept of money itself, portable, private, and permanent. Gold and silver in the standard coins became a replaced barter arrangements, or came to replace barter arrangements, and made trade in the classic period much easier. So instead of trading a favor for a favor, they give you gold, and then if they did your favor, then you get your gold back, I guess.
Yeah.
Gold was money in ancient Greece. The Greeks mined for gold throughout the Mediterranean and the Middle East regions by 550 BC. Both Plato and Aristotle wrote about gold and had theories about its origins. Gold was associated with water, logical since most of it was found in streams. It was supposed that gold was a particularly dense combination of water and sunlight. Okay, I wonder who thought of that one. Because I'm going to call baloney on that one.
Yeah.
And then, hang on a second here. Let me get this back up right. Okay, there we go. Okay. It says their science may have been primitive. Their science may have been primitive, but the Greeks learned much about the particularities of gold mining by the time of the death of Alexander and Macedon in 220 or 323 BC. The Greeks have mined gold from the Pillars of Hercules, Gibraltar, all the way eastward to Asia miners and Egypt, and were found traces of their mines today. Some of the mines were owned by the state. Some were worked privately with a royalty paid to the state. Also, nomads such as, well, I don't know that one, Scythians and Cimmerians worked placer mines all over the region. The surviving Greek gold carnage and Scythian jewelry both show superb artistry. The Roman Empire furthered the quest for gold. The Romans mined gold extensively throughout their empire and advanced the science of gold mining considerably. They diverted streams and waters to mine hydraulically and built sluices for the first and the first long toms. They mined underground also and introduced water wheels and the roasting of gold-bearing ores to separate the gold from the rock.
Wow.
We were able to more efficiently exploit old mine sites, and of course, their chief laborers were prisoners of war, slaves, and convicts. A monetary standard made the world economically possible. The concept of money, i.e., gold and silver in a standard weight and finesse coins allowed the world's economics to expand and prosper during the classic period of Greek and Romans rule in the Western world. Gold and silver both flowed to India for spices. Of course, we all know that's for sure. And to China for its silk. The highest of the empire AD 98 to 160, Roman gold and silver coins region from Britain to North Africa and Egypt. Money has been invented, and its name was gold.
Yes, it was.
And that's the story.
That's cool.
I know, right? I was like, it's still, I don't know. And it says, it's the ink is referred to gold as the tears of the sun. And I can't even read that, guys. I don't even know what language that's in, so it's not going to be good on that one. But yeah, it's pretty. Of course, I mean, you think about it. You go back to where the prisoners and stuff like that, and the convicts. Of course, they're going to be,
well, sure,
free labor.
Yeah, I'm working in the mines.
Yeah, to put them. Yeah, they're going to die anyway. Throw them down the hall.
Right. Oh, interesting now that they were roasting it to extract the gold. Huh.
They could, yeah, but look how long it. I mean, people made, like I said, a gravy boat for crying out loud. It wasn't worth anything to them, but it was just really malleable, and it said, "Hey, we're the elite."
Excuse me, and it was shiny and pretty.
Yeah, and it never tarnished.
It was shiny and pretty.
Well, since you mentioned spices, I don't know how current this is, but saffron, at least at one point, was a spice that's more valuable than gold.
What?
Yeah.
And at a certain point in history, cinnamon was even more valuable than gold.
Really?
I think salt was too.
Wow. That's weird.
If I could remember correct, I think salt was worth more than gold as well.
Probably was. Everything probably.
But what was that first when you said the
saffron?
Saffron. That's still worth a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, just looking at it, the article that it brought up was in 2023, so it could still be more valuable.
Lisa said it's pretty expensive.
What the heck is saffron in? What do they put it in?
No, probably nothing that I could eat.
Nothing I eat too, right? Heck
What's that expensive?
Saffron.
What's that taste? Saffron.
Saffron.
I wonder what they do use it for. I mean, I know it's got to be a herb, but or a spice.
What do they use saffron for, though? What do they put it in?
I don't know.
Could be a Hindu dish or something, or Asian dish or something that they use it as for the spicing.
Could be.
Yeah. I could just be giving you guys a bunch of BS. I don't know.
No, I mean,
it sounds like a flower, saffron. Sounds like some kind of a flower.
But it just kept thinking sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla.
You guys talk about
that's like root beer. And sarsaparilla like a root beer?
Yeah.
Sarsaparilla is a root beer.
Oh, there it is. Saffron.
So yeah, I can see Asian cultures.
I can see in a stir fry.
Oh, it's the pistils out of that flour.
Oh, it is a flour. Okay.
Yeah, I remember about it now.
But
it's actually the pistils in the flour.
Yeah,
you know how long it takes. Bing, 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 bing. You know how long it takes you to get you a bag of that.
But what?
No wonder it's so freaking expensive.
So it's probably in stir fry or something like that.
It's got to be in Asian dishes. I think Rob was onto something when he said that. It's got to be. It's got to be
flour.
Asian dishes.
It's part of a flour, so it probably is. Saffron.
Learn something new every day. Yeah. See, yeah.
Saffron. I want some saffron.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it on some Spam.
Can you imagine how many flowers it would take to get a bag of those things?
Yeah. A lot.
Holy moly, man. Fields that look like Holland.
That's probably why it's so expensive.
It says it's native to Asia and used in medicines, perfumes, dyes, and as well as wonderful flavoring for foods and beverages. In Persian cuisine, saffron is used in both savory and sweet dishes, such as most polo rice dishes.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Stew with like grilled chicken and stuff in it.
Okay. All right.
Well, boys, finding saffron flowers.
You
Pull
could
the pistol out
throw
of
some
them.
saffron in with your fried chicken. Then maybe. All right.
No, is it called is the flowers called saffron, or is it saffron after you pick it?
It said a saffron flower on that picture.
Oh, it did say that.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I said I knew it was a flower. Sounded like a flower.
Yeah, the flower itself is called Crocus sativus.
Crocus sativus. Yeah, that's the botanist name for it.
Or also known as saffron crocus.
Saffron crocus. I like that one better.
I wonder who found out that stuff tasted good.
Somebody went and picked a piece and ate it and said, "Oh,
I mean, it's just like you think people eating oysters. Who is the first guy to go? That's not.
I have no idea." Right, exactly. Oh,
know.
what's this slimy thing in the shell?
Yeah, I think you can eat that. No,
Hey, that's delicious.
it had to be a guy starving. It had to be.
It had to be. Yeah. Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah, that lives in the ocean. I can eat it.
Yeah. And he's like, these are amazing. People will pay me big money to eat these.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah,
Right?
I don't mind them cooked. I don't mind them cooked. I'm just,
Nasty.
I can do one on the half shell with a little hot sauce on it. It's no big deal. But I'll see people putting down 12 of them, and they're like big as my hand. I'm
Gross.
like,
Yeah, that's just like a big slimy loogie.
then people's like, well, it's an aphrodisiac. I'm like, yeah, that's what they want you to think.
They tell you that so you eat them.
Yeah, thanks for paying the price.
Yeah. Like, oh, they're so gross. Oh,
It's
now
like, I like shrimp too, and they call them sea cockroaches.
that's pretty much what they look like. It's a mud
They
bug.
are. Mud bug.
Mud bugs.
It's
Shrimp.
hilarious.
The same thing. Who decided to start eating shrimp? It's like, oh, let's eat this crustacean that eats everything off the bottom. Yum, yum.
Yeah, but
It's good.
It's got a big meaty tail, so I would figure that before I'd figure the oyster.
Well, lobster used to be served in prisons
What?
until they found out it was a delicacy.
They said them prisoners was enjoying it way too much. They're like, wait a minute.
You be able to go gamble at a casino in prison, or at least in the state of Nevada. They actually had a casino in there.
Well, they should have.
Well, they should have.
I mean, and they can work and they can give their money back to the state. Yeah. Hey.
Worked a whole 2 days for this $5.
That's right.
Put it on one spin.
On red. Well, sure.
Put it on red.
Just saying. Who comes up with this stuff? I don't know. Jared, did you watch Gold Rush?
Yeah, but like I say, I was distracted a little bit because Dennis decided to go live during the watch party, as usual.
They say thank you, Dennis.
Was that Friday night? I tried to catch.
Speaking of Dennis, I did get an update, and I don't know how much of this he wants made public, but the reason he's not here is because he's having medical problems within the family as well.
Oh, okay. Roger that. Good luck, Danny, if you're listening.
Yep.
Yep.
And then no, right back.
Just crazy times, man. So you didn't really get to watch Gold Rush then. Scott didn't watch it, so I'm the only one.
I thought I was on the watch party watching it, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Well, he had the watch party.
I know. I've got on a couple of them this week, and I can't remember which ones I was on, and which ones I were late for.
You might have been watching it then. You could have been watching it.
I think I did. Wasn't this weekend where Rob was saying they threw that dang unicorn floaty thing?
Yes. That was this week.
Okay, I think I watched it then. I can't remember.
Threw the unicorn float into Raleigh Valley. Yeah.
I don't know. I try to get on the watch parties as much as I can because there's sometimes I don't even remember the shows are on, but if I want to get on the watch party, then he can replay them, and I don't have to worry about what time it's coming on and all that. So that's what I like to see. But
so then you're telling me nobody watched Oak Island?
Oh no!
Nope.
Hey,
Oak Island. What's on Oak Island? Oak.
Oh, they found a cool chain for lifting treasure.
We did. What was that one? The frog thing.
Blind Frog Ranch.
Yeah, we seen that one.
Now you guys will watch Blind Frog Ranch, but you won't watch Oak Island. Now,
Yeah.
how does that even add up?
Well, how many seasons has Blind Frog Ranch been on?
A couple.
And what have they found?
Nothing.
Really?
Blind frogs.
They found a lot more than Oak Island out of 8 years.
No, I don't think they found more. No.
Yeah.
No, they were drilling to try to find a cavern and ended up pulling up chips out of the drill. It hit something that was just too hard for the drill.
Spaceship.
And it ended up being testing back. I can't remember. It's a metal, precious metal, but it only comes from outer space.
Yeah, didn't they say it's a
Yeah.
meteorite
Yeah.
that crashed?
I think it was one of the I ones, like iridium or
Uh-huh.
Uranus. I don't know.
Uranus.
Can you imagine digging up a big old, because that's 30 feet. That's pretty deep.
Right.
So if a meteorite, was heavy enough and hit the earth that hard to go 30 feet in the dirt, that's got to be a big son of a gun.
They found a chain. It's for lifting cargo off of a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was a chain, and it had the separate chains coming off the round hook. And
Yeah, we know chains don't rust and
it
stuff.
was
right?
rusted. It was pretty bad, but it's from like the 1700s. So
that thing would have been so disintegrated you never found it the first
oh
time.
no, it don't get no oxygen. It preserves it. it was bad, but you could tell it was a chain. See, and that's what
Oak Island's not much. Oak Island ain't much of a gold hunting thing anyway. So
it's a everything hunting thing, though.
they're looking, pieces of wood. There's a chain.
Pieces of wood, pieces of
1896
metal, pieces of pottery, pieces of coins, and then soon it'll be pieces of treasure and gold and silver and the holy grail and
You got to quit torturing
the
yourself.
lost
Jim.
scrolls.
The lost scrolls. The golden fleece is hanging there
Golden
too.
fleece. I know there's more. The original 10 Commandments. It'll all be found in that hole. You'll see.
No, they found the 11th and 12th.
They did. That's what they're gonna find down there. Just saying. You guys got to give it a try. If you watch Blind Frog Ranch, and Blind Frog Ranch is really dramatic, you guys should be watching Oak Island.
Yeah, I'll agree. The reason I watch it mostly that and Skinwalker Ranch
because they're in your
my backyard.
Exactly. And that makes sense. I agree 100%. I guess if one of them was in Ohio, I'd be watching it too. But so I try to watch Blind Frog Ranch when I can. I still try to watch them all.
They may do a show about those pyramids you guys got out there.
Oh, the serpent mounds?
Yeah.
Well, they should. Serpent mounds.
Yeah, because nobody's looked for that treasure for it at all.
I'm just saying they should. I'd watch it. I understand that, it's in your backyard. You got to watch it. You got to kind of support it, but it is kind of drama-y, like
yes,
the last one I watched, they got this excavator so buried. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay.
I mean, at what point do you say, maybe I should quit spinning the tracks?
It's like, I just don't know. I was just like, okay. I don't get it. So watch Oak Island. You guys got to start giving Oak Island a little bit. Just give it a little bit. That's all I ask. Show some love to Oak Island.
Well, it's just too hard to incorporate into the watch parties.
It probably is. Yeah, I know. Because it's Tuesday. That's Ed's night. So it's hard to.
Well, we can watch it anytime, but we took a vote. And because somebody mentioned it when we were trying to find something, and everybody, no.
Bob Drake. I think
Bob wasn't there.
I think me and Bob's the only two that watch it. And Dennis, but he's never there. So, let's see. So,
I just couldn't get. I watched Oak Island the first season.
Well, the first season was I quit watching it for a while too. I didn't watch it for a couple seasons. And then
the first season, what did me in?
I started
And-
watching it again, and it's gotten really interesting now because the technology and the things they have available to them. It's gotten a lot more.
They had that same technology back then. They just couldn't afford it.
Exactly, but now they can because they have great sponsors.
And it's still not
Now,
helping them.
got spin-off shows of it
Yeah,
too.
I never watched them though. No, I never watched some of that.
Well, speaking of shows, now that the cat's out of the bag, our buddy Brian Wilder left
Yep.
this morning, and
Oh,
he'll be in Nome on Monday.
headed to Nome.
I think he's already there because he said it was cold.
No, he was in Hawaii.
It's in Hawaii.
What the heck would he be saying it's cold? Why for?
Well, was he doing that far south?
I have
Yeah.
no idea. It didn't make sense to me either.
Get on the
But
wrong plane.
he posted and said, "I wish gold had Hawaii or Hawaii had gold." And I was like, "What?"
Well, yeah, because it's cold where he's at. it's a joke.
Yeah. Oh,
Hawaii
John
had
Hunt.
gold, he'd be in Hawaii.
So it's me, Bob Drake, and John Hunt. That I think so. Wait. Oh, maybe Lee Anderson watches too. Maybe Randy, Scotty, Tony might watch it. There's about 5 of us in this whole group that watch Oak Island. And when they find a treasure, we're gonna go. See, I told you. Told you.
Whatever.
Oh, I see what he said. He said, "Why can't there be gold in Hawaii? Nome is too cold."
Right,
Yes.
right. He was wishing he was in Hawaii looking for gold
Because
instead
he's
of,
going north to Alaska. You
instead
go
of
north
freezing his
to
butt off
Alaska.
in Nome looking for gold. Yep. Well, he's a captain now this year, ain't he?
No, he's
gonna have
camera crew.
Capitano.
He's camera crewing it because
Yeah,
this
he's
is
camera crew.
under the ice season.
What's him? Is it cold where you are, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, it's really cold in Alaska.
I figure they're under the ice now.
You're killing me.
Just
You're
checking.
killing me. Just making sure.
Just making sure. Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I mean, I guess the Palm Rinkies did pretty good this year on the Bering Sea.
Did they?
So I wonder if they're going to. I wonder if he's going to be going back out on the ice, or if he's got enough money where he
He
can say,
always
I
goes
really
on the
hope-
ice, don't
Yeah.
he? But still, he
Well,
just still goes.
For the show, for the show, I would do it. But if you made like the kind of stuff that he made through the summer and they got out of debt, bought him a new backhoe and everything like that,
Yeah, but
and he doesn't really love the ice
he
fishing.
got to keep that money coming in now. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep. Now I want to show you guys. I don't see him here in the chat room tonight, but I finally received my Ray Russo autograph picture. Finally, after 10 long years of waiting. Ray Russo.
Ray Russo, Frozen Gold.
To Tim Grimes from Ray Russo.
Did you guys see? I think Ray's the one that posted it, but he was on another damn show in German.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 4+ years back, I think.
So
Oh,
thank
was
you,
it?
Ray? Finally got it. Thank you. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that camera
thought it was
crew
like-
drank all his beer.
Ray Russo, who was that guy? They're talking about like, what is going on?
He was what on another show?
Yeah, it's like it was voiced over in German, but it was funny because they'd be saying like, "Oh, von Schulen did Ray Russo, Alaska," and it'd go back into German again. Like I don't know what they're saying, but you could hear what Ray's saying, so you could understand what's going on. Because Ray would say something, and then the guy in German would overlap. Oh, he said this, But it was pretty cool. It was back
What
when he had that
friggin'
little
show was
motor.
that?
I don't know. He had that little motor on his dredge. He's just riding it out through the water.
Is that the Travel Channel one or something at one time?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
it was a German broadcasting company.
Yeah. He was also on that one TV show, Flying Alaska or something like that. And he had fun with the one young lady there.
Yeah, that was when the Travel Channel show.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does this guy keep tripping into TV shows? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because he's in Alaska where nobody's at.
Yes.
That's Anna?
Bad Santa. Lisa said bad Santa.
It's always that. Just saying. And I don't know. Ray's always on TV.
Man, I've seen the gold heap pulls, and man, I'll tell you, it'd be hard for me. Even when the water come up, I'd just put a dive suit on. Leave my nozzle in the same hole. Just keep scooping
All
it
you
in.
gotta do is fly on down there. Right?
I know.
All you gotta do.
Crazy. You can't drive to Nome. Can't drive to Juneau.
Nope.
All the good places. Can't drive.
Well, you could technically drive to Juneau if you don't mind waiting on a ferry.
Oh,
Well, I'll wait for that ferry. I'll tell you.
Keep Bellingham on the ferry and then drive off the ferry once you dock in Juneau, and there you go. Find you a camp spot. And
well, there you go. Just find you a parking spot and get in your camper.
Yeah. If I had one of those campers that slid in the back of my truck, I'd do a lot more trips like that. I got one right now. It's a 19-foot toy hauler, but it's something you pull behind you.
Right.
So it's extra long. So if you use a ferry, it's going to cost you out the yin yang.
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Ariel. Yes, I think you're
Ariel.
correct.
Yeah, that was her name. Ariel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tweedo. I don't know how to spell it, but yeah.
On the Travel Channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go up and see Ray for a long time. He always had an invite, and then all of a sudden Dennis showed up. I was like, freaking Dennis Dayton beat me up there. Dang it.
It's because you procrastinated. You should just went. You should have just said, I'm going.
And the name of that German broadcasting company was Mare TV. And he tries his hardest to get it onto the YouTube to share with us, but they keep copywriting him every time.
Really? Well, why won't they let him show it? He was in it. You know?
That's the copyright.
But still.
He probably couldn't read the contract.
If you're in it, they want the money, baby.
But he was in it. That should give him
They
some
want
rights.
the money. I own the right. That's like you own the patent to something and you letting somebody else sit there and make something. No, it's I own the patent to that.
But no, that's different. If I put on a show and you was in it and you said, I want to show this show, I'd be like, okay, you was in it. You deserved it.
Well, if this guy made something, I went and got the patent and then told him, now you can't freaking make it no more.
That's different. That's different. You're making money off it. You're going to be making money off it. You're just going to be showing a broadcast that you was in. So you have,
but they're not getting paid to show the broadcast, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, they're not. You're going to show it.
Exactly. You just said it. No, right. They're not.
You was in it, so you could show it. That's the way I see it. You was in the broadcast, you could show it.
Right.
The way I see it. It's just fair.
You know, you don't see Dale Jr. sitting there playing NASCAR races because he was in it. No, they're copyrighted. You can't show NASCAR races on TV and stuff unless it's NASCAR.
Well, he might because he was in it.
No, he won't because he's don't got the copyright.
He was in it.
Don't matter.
I'm just saying it.
But then again, just wait 10 years or so, and that production company will finally release it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Either that or they'll go under, and then he'll be able to release it himself.
Yeah. Which he should in the first place. I mean, I'm like you, Tim. If I was in it, I should be able to post it on my own.
You should be able to. If you was in it, you should be able to post it. Now, anybody else?
I mean, well, number one, we don't live in Germany.
Exactly. We're in the United States.
So what the heck? You know, we should be able to see it if we wanted to see it. So, but I got to watch it all. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And like I said, you can't. I mean, I know a lot of people don't speak German, but you could hear what Ray would say, and then the guy would, German over the top of him at that point, and then he'd say something else. You could tell what Ray was saying pretty easy. I mean, they made it real easy if you were American, you could understand what the heck was going on.
Right.
But it was pretty cool. I thought it was cool.
I'd like to see it.
And he had the old Gold Prospector space shirt on.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Way to go, Ramo.
Yeah, we was able to watch it in the Zoom after parties because he's, like I said, he's not able to share it on YouTube because he keeps getting hit with copyright.
Right.
Yeah, I seen it on. I seen it. I think he shared it on Facebook, and I seen it. But I seen it on a watch, like the Facebook watch. It come on, and it said Ray Rusall, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, how does this guy keep tripping and freaking getting in TV shows? I was like, God damn it.
Oh, look at him. Like I said, looks like Santa. We
I
want
reckon.
to try. Would you do this TV show? Sure. And then he, like you said, he motors across the bay on his dredge.
Oh, you'd seen it because, like I said, he started up, he goes, and the motor stops. He's like, if I, he's like, jumps back. He's like, let's go.
Away he goes.
I'm not letting this motor die again, buddy. It's going full blast. And he's driving his dredge. He's driving his dredge around like you'd see on like the Bering Sea, you know, the barges. He's actually setting on the motor.
Hey, it works.
I was like, that's one way to do it right there, boys.
He should just take it on up to Nome. Or right?
Oh, I think he get better gold right where he's at myself.
Yeah.
He does a phenomenal job on that sand. And he does
And
get
he knows
fine.
location.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine gold, but he gets a lot of fine gold.
Yep, and gold is gold.
Actually, I think in that show, they said something about how much gold. He goes, "What paid my mortgage?" I don't know. He was out there with one of his buddies. I think he goes, "I think it paid my mortgage or something." And then he tells his buddy, "Oh, go get us another beer."
That's right. Yep. Oh, they pre-signed a no disclosure.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's
Like I said, he finds fine gold, but I'll tell you guys out there on the radio show, YouTube, and anybody else is listening, fine gold adds up quicker than any chunky stuff you find. I don't care who you are. Fine gold is where it's at.
yeah.
I mean, hey, if you can give me 20 acres of fine gold, or you can give me 5 acres of chunky gold, and I'm going to take the 20 acres of fine gold.
Okay.
It just adds up. It adds up more.
Stats up more, faster, better. It pays the bills. Right.
Well, I mean, believe it or not. I mean, I use this is my gold scale,
Right.
automatic. Now we all know what a gold vial weighs, but I got some gold vials that's got chunky gold in it. It's completely full. But then you put the fine gold on the scale that's completely full, and the fine gold weighs more. There's no air. You can pack more in the vial. So yeah, I take more fine gold than anything. I mean, yeah, it's great. Everybody wants nuggets and big old chunkies and pickers and da. Man, I don't care. Gold's gold. Give me what pays me the most. Period.
Just give me gold.
Yeah.
Chunky or fine.
And if you get that occasional 1 or 2 gram, maybe 5 or quarter gram nugget,
What's this guy digging at?
Yeah.
You digging at?
I don't know.
Got a new spot, Rob?
No, it's pretty good. I think it's a good day.
Actually, I do. It's down the street, and you go X over that way, and
It's right around the
it is. But
somewhere. Cool.
Hey, we think it's good when we sit there and classify down to 20 mesh, and then you pan out the 20 mesh stuff, and you find 5 or 6 pickers. Woo woo! That's good for. Oh yeah, that's good for us.
That's woo woo. That's always.
Yeah, that is woo woo.
Yeah. Yes. Woo woo.
I'm telling you.
I'm
or
just
yee, whichever one you want.
saying. Woo woo. Always. Nice. Well, cool. Well, that was fun. Good.
And just to let everybody know, I've got somebody else riding my butt now about making videos because she heard me talking to you guys about making a video about the water table. So
Good.
I guess we got a water table video coming up in my future.
Well, that's good. We're glad to hear that. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
Lisa's like, well, go set the water table up. I was like, hey, it's not that easy. You just can't throw that thing out. No, the water table is finicky because it's about the flow and the level.
Yeah.
You could put a big slope on it and man, if you get it just right, it just.
Well, see, that's your video. That's your video.
It looks so great.
Setting it up.
Yeah.
Setting it up. Oh, it's not right. Let me change it a little bit. Setting it up. Setting it up.
Well, you can ask Rob. It's finicky, son of a gun.
Oh, I know that.
I think I do have a video on my YouTube channel with the Miller table using it in the toy hauler.
Okay.
The toy hauler wasn't exactly level because over time things settle, and plus we went through a shitload of storms.
Right.
But you know,
With the rocks dried out.
Hey,
yeah, it is. It's like any other gold mining piece of equipment or treasure hunting equipment. You need to learn your machine,
sure.
and it takes
Yeah.
time. So,
Sure. And if you want to know how to learn your machine, hop on over to goldprospectorspace.com and sign up today. It's absolutely free. You can learn how to use your machine. There's all kinds of tips and tricks and videos and pictures to show you how to do that. So
And
hop
if you
on
can't
over.
find it, ask a question.
Right.
We're going to get some answers.
Right. You can go to the chat room and ask somebody in the chat room, hey, how do I do this? I'm sure they'll help you out. It's absolutely free. Come on over and join us. Goldprospectorspace.com. And we want to thank everybody over there in the YouTube land for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you guys had a good time over there. We want to thank everybody in the Gold Prospector Space chat room tonight for hanging out with us also. Hope you all had a good time. And
don't know
And then
unofficially, Tuesday night hangout live with Flash in Your Pan, Ed Marvin is allegedly going to have Chad and Kathleen Biffle, but there's been no confirmation. Last I heard.
the Buffaloes, really?
awesome. Cool. Very cool.
Are they still mining?
I don't know if they're my they're still doing interviews.
Supposed to be a event coming up that Thomas Pennywake spokes.
Yeah, there is. That is the
Indiana Gold Prospectors 2024 outing.
Oh, there's a couple of them now he's posted. Got the Indiana Golden Treasure Show.
Oh, I didn't post
February 24th and 25th in Lebanon, Indiana.
Lebanon.
And then in March, you got the IGP 2024 outing at Monroe Morgan State Forest. That's March 16th and 17th. And then in April, you got the Indiana Gold Prospectors 2024 outing at Morgan Monroe State Forest also. And that'll be April 20th and 21st. For more information, contact Thomas Folks or jump on the goldprospectorspace.com and check the events section, and you can find out all the information you need, all of the things that are going on there. There's such a long list. It's just way too much to read. But they're going to have everything: barbecue, hamburgers, hot dog, gold nugget drawings. Gosh darn, there's just too much. Wow. It just sounds like an awesome event. So check it out.
And don't forget, we got the second weekend in February. The Quartzsite, Arizona Gold Show is going on. And they're going to have daily drawings, metal detectors, gold nuggets, demonstration speakers, equipment, and jewelry. $5 entrance is good for all 3 days, which is freaking phenomenal.
Heck yeah.
And if you want to be a vendor, you can still call for details at 651-587-6136. And what's really good is, like I said, it's been sponsored by the Mine Lab Metal Detectors, the Miners Depot, Quartzsite Metal Detecting Club, Quartzsite Chamber of Commerce and Tourism, and Quartzsite Improvement Association. Nice. So, second weekend in February, $5 all 3 days. You can't beat that with a stick.
No, you can't. That's a good price.
Yeah, it starts at 9 and it ends in 4. Friday and Saturday, and on Sunday, it's an hour difference. Starts at 9 on Sunday and ends at 3. Of course, because people's got to pack up and go home, but it is what it is.
Right.
But yeah, I'm going to be. It's going to be pretty cool. I got to see. I got to see if February 10th is the second weekend.
Probably.
What's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I got Supercross tickets. I'm not missing Supercross, so it's not going to. Heck yeah! I bought me and my old lady tickets. We got great seats for what was it? $187 a piece.
Supercross.
Heck yeah!
Awesome.
Hopefully Brian Deegan's gonna, or not Brian Deegan, but Hayden Deegan's gonna come out there and start putting the ass on people.
Well, I think that is the second weekend of February, so you're not going to the Gold Show.
Wait a minute, that's February 11th. That's Super Bowl.
Is that February 11th?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's in Vegas, by the way.
What? Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, man.
Is it in
I don't even watch
Vegas?
football. I know more than you do. Come on.
I don't watch that crap either. Is it in Vegas?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say what?
Super Bowl in
Yeah.
Vegas? I think
Yeah.
so this year.
Is
They're
it
gearing up. Vegas is gearing up.
Wow. Oh, that's a
And I
good.
think it's February 11th because it's the day after we go to Supercross, which is February 10th.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that. That is cool. And it is February 11th. All right. All right. All right. Cool. Well, on that note, I learned something new tonight. And we want to
Yeah,
thank
go watch at Oak Island, watch more football.
All right.
You're gonna get the same results.
Probably learn about as much. Anyhow, we're out of here. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Later.
Good night, gold digger.
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday, 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.